Hello, everyone, and welcome back once again to Mr. Daily Speak English. I'm Emily, and I am really, truly, and genuinely very happy to be here with all of you today, listening together and learning together.
And I'm David. We are so happy that you are here with us today. Really, we truly mean that from the bottom of our hearts.
And before we dive into today's super interesting, very useful, and very exciting topic, we just want to ask you a quick but very important favor.
Yes, if you like our podcast, enjoy listening to it, and find it helpful for improving your English, then please remember to subscribe to our channel. It helps us a lot, much more than you might think. Also, make sure to hit that like button because it tells us clearly that you enjoy what we are doing and want more episodes like this. And don't forget to share this episode with your friends who are also learning English. It really makes a big difference.
Sharing truly is caring, and we absolutely love helping more and more people improve their English, feel more confident, and become better speakers every single day.
So, about today's topic, Emily, I was thinking carefully about something that all of us do every single day without even realizing how often we do it.
Oh, I think I know exactly where you're going with this, David. You must be talking about our daily routines.
Exactly. But we are not just talking about any ordinary daily routine. We are going to talk about daily routines using a very special and important grammar tense, the present perfect.
Ooh, the present perfect. Some learners might feel that it is a little confusing or tricky at first.
But don't worry, today we are going to make it super clear, super simple, and actually quite fun to understand.
That's right. We will show you how useful this tense is when you talk about your everyday life.
Especially when you want to connect something you did in the past with your life right now in the present.
So, Emily, let's start with a very simple and natural question.
Sure, go ahead.
What have you already done today? I'm really curious to know.
Oh, that's a great question, Emily. Let me think for a moment.
Take your time. We're all listening.
Well, I've already woken up, of course. That's usually the very first thing most people do in the morning.
Yes, unless someone is a night owl and sleeps during the day instead.
Exactly. And after I woke up, I moved on to the next part of my morning.
So, what did you do after waking up?
I've already made my bed. It might seem like a small thing, but it makes my room feel neat, tidy, and ready for the day.
That's actually a very good habit.
And I've already had my coffee too, which is a very important part of my morning routine.
Ah, coffee, a true essential for many people in the morning.
Yes, I've also had my coffee already.
Actually, I've had 2 cups of coffee already this morning.
Wow, 2 cups? No wonder you sound so energetic today, David.
Maybe that's true. Have you eaten breakfast yet?
That's a very good question. Yes, I have. I've already eaten breakfast.
What did you have?
I had some toast and eggs.
Nice. And what about me? Have I had breakfast?
Yes, you have. But tell our listeners.
All right. I've already had some fruit and yogurt because I like to eat something healthy in the morning.
So, you see, listeners, we're using have or has plus the past participle to talk about things we have already completed.
That means the action is finished, but it is still important or relevant right now.
Exactly. And one of the best things about the present perfect for daily routines is that you don't need to say exactly when you did something.
You simply say that you have done it, and that is enough.
That is a very key and important point to remember.
For example, I can say, I've already brushed my teeth.
And you don't need to say, I brushed my teeth at 7 a.m.
Right, because the focus is not on the time, but on the fact that the action is completed.
It is all about the completion of the action, not the exact moment it happened.
So, David, have you checked your emails today?
Yes, I have. I usually do that first thing in the morning.
Oh, really? Tell us about it.
I've already checked my emails. There were a few new messages, but nothing extremely urgent.
And have you checked your social media?
Yes, I have. Just a little bit of scrolling. You know how it is.
I know that feeling very well.
I've also checked my social media, but I try not to spend too much time on it in the morning.
That's a good habit. Now tell me, what else have you completed this morning?
Have you taken a shower yet?
Yes, I have. I've already taken a shower. It helps me feel fresh and ready to start my day.
That sounds nice.
And I've already gotten dressed. I'm wearing my favorite blue shirt today.
Nice choice. I've also gotten dressed.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a comfortable sweater because it's a little chilly today.
So, we have talked about many things you have already completed in your morning routine.
Now, let's talk about things you haven't done yet, but you will do later.
We can also use the present perfect with not for that.
That's a really great point, Emily.
For example, I haven't gone to the grocery store yet today. I need to do that later because my fridge is looking a bit empty.
I know exactly what you mean. I haven't done my laundry yet. That's definitely on my to-do list for later today.
And I also haven't called my mom yet. I usually talk to her in the afternoon.
Calling your mom is always important. I haven't exercised yet either. I usually go for a walk in the late afternoon.
So you see, listeners, when we say, I haven't done something yet, it means the action is not completed up to this moment, but we still might do it later.
Exactly. It is very useful for talking about your plans and what is still left on your list for the day.
So, David, thinking about your daily routine, what is something you have always done in the morning, almost every day?
That's an interesting question. I've always had coffee in the morning, even when I was a student. It's a habit that has stayed with me for a very long time.
That makes sense. Many people feel the same way about coffee. What about you, Emily? What have you always done in the morning? I've always read the news in the morning. Not a full newspaper, but I've always checked the main headlines online.
That's a good habit. Why do you do that?
It helps me feel connected to what is happening in the world. It's like something that started in the past and continues to be true now.
That is a great example of how the present perfect works. It describes something that began in the past and still continues in the present.
So, you've always read the news. That's a nice and consistent habit.
Yes, and another thing, I've always tried to make my bed in the morning. My mom always told me it was important, and that habit just stuck with me.
That's actually a really good lesson. Now, let me ask you something different, David.
Go ahead.
What are some things you have never done in your morning routine?
Oh, that's a fun question. I've never taken a cold shower in the morning. I've heard some people say it gives them energy, but I definitely prefer a warm shower.
I completely understand that. I feel the same way.
And I've never skipped breakfast either. If I don't eat in the morning, I get too hungry and can't concentrate.
I'm with you on that one, Emily. Breakfast is very important.
What about you, David?
Well, I've also tried a cold shower before, but I didn't really enjoy it.
And have you ever gone for a run before drinking coffee?
No, I've never gone for a run before coffee. My brain just wouldn't be ready for that.
Those are really good examples. So, listeners, when we say I've never done something, it means I have not done this action at any point in my life up to now.
Exactly. It's a strong way to say that something has not happened.
Now, let's think about a typical workday. What have you usually done by lunchtime?
By lunchtime, I've usually answered a lot of emails and I've usually had several meetings.
Sometimes those meetings are online and sometimes they are in person, right?
That's right. And I've definitely already thought about what I'm going to eat for lunch.
That really is something most people can relate to.
That really is a universal truth, Emily. Most of us are already thinking about lunch before noon.
By lunchtime, I've usually finished my most important tasks for the morning.
And I've usually gone for a short walk outside to get some fresh air.
That's a very good habit. It helps you clear your mind and stay focused.
Exactly. Now, let's talk a little more about the grammar we're using.
We can use the word already with the present perfect to show that something has been completed earlier than expected, or simply to emphasize that it is finished.
And we can use yet to ask if something has happened or to say that it has not happened.
For example, you can ask, "Have you finished your work yet?"
And the answer might be, no, I haven't finished my work yet.
Perfect. Now let's do a little practice for our listeners.
Imagine you are at the end of your day.
What are some things you would say you have done, and what are some things you haven't done yet? Okay, I can start.
Go ahead.
By the end of the day, I've usually cooked dinner and I've usually watched a little bit of TV.
But you haven't gone to bed yet, of course.
Exactly, not yet.
Those are great examples, David. What about you, Emily? By the end of the day, I've usually read a chapter of a book because I love reading before bed.
That sounds relaxing.
And I've usually called my family to say goodnight.
That's really nice.
But I haven't packed my bag for tomorrow yet. I usually do that right before I go to sleep.
That's actually very smart. Packing at night saves you time in the morning. So you see, listeners, the present perfect is actually very flexible and powerful.
You can use it for things that have just happened recently.
You can also use it for things that started in the past and are still true right now.
And you can use it for things that have happened at any point in your life up to now.
It really is a very useful tense.
And it is especially helpful when talking about your daily routine, because you don't always need to mention an exact time, like at 8 a.m. or at 9 p.m.
Instead, it focuses on the completion of the action and its connection to the present moment.
Now, let's think about some common everyday activities.
Have you ever lost your keys?
Oh, yes, I have. Many times.
That sounds familiar.
I've lost my keys so many times. It always creates a little moment of panic.
And then you usually find them in the most obvious place, right?
Always. That's exactly what happens.
So when you say, "I've lost my keys," it means it happened at some point in the past and it is still relevant now.
Yes, because losing keys is a common experience.
And when you say, "I've just found my keys," it means it happened very recently.
Exactly.
Or if you say, "I haven't found my keys yet," it means you are still looking for them.
That's right. This tense works very well in those real-life situations.
It makes your English sound more natural when talking about everyday events.
And because the present perfect is very common in English, mastering it really helps you sound more confident and fluent.
Now, let's talk about something else that happens in everyday life.
Sure. What are you thinking about, David?
Have you ever forgotten to set your alarm clock?
Oh, yes, I definitely have.
And what happened then?
Well, I've overslept a few times. That usually happens when I'm really tired.
I know that feeling very well.
And when that happens, I've rushed to get ready as quickly as possible.
Same here. I've also forgotten to set my alarm before.
And have you ever woken up very late because of that?
Yes, I have. I've woken up super late a few times, and it's not a fun way to start the day.
But thankfully, that hasn't happened recently, right?
Exactly. Knock on wood.
So, listeners, you can see how flexible the present perfect tense really is.
It's not only used for big, important events in life.
It is also used for all the small, everyday things that happen to us.
Now, let's think about things you have learned recently. Emily, what is one new thing you have learned lately, even if it's something small?
That's a really nice question, David. I've recently learned how to make a new kind of pasta sauce.
That sounds delicious.
It really is, and it has been a great addition to my cooking routine.
What about you, Emily? Have you learned anything new recently?
Yes, I've recently learned a few new words in Spanish.
That's great. Are you practicing every day?
I'm trying my best to practice a little bit every single day.
So this learning started in the past, but it is still happening and relevant now.
Exactly. That's another perfect example of the present perfect.
So when you talk about your daily adventures and your everyday routine, remember that the present perfect can really help you express yourself clearly and naturally.
It works like a bridge that connects the past with the present.
Yes, a very useful and important bridge in English.
For example, Instead of saying, I ate breakfast this morning, you can say, I've already eaten breakfast, which shows that the action is finished and you're ready to move on.
And instead of saying, I didn't call my friend, you can say, I haven't called my friend yet, which shows that you still plan to do it.
It also sounds more polite sometimes, doesn't it?
Exactly. Saying, I haven't had a chance to call my friend yet sounds much nicer than I didn't call my friend.
It adds a touch of politeness and shows that you still intend to take action.
So, listeners, we really hope this episode has helped you understand the present perfect a little better, especially how you can use it in your everyday conversations about your routine.
We encourage you to start using it today.
Think about your own morning and your own afternoon. What have you already done?
And what haven't you done yet?
Practice makes perfect, and the more you use this tense, the more natural it will feel.
So, as we wrap up today's episode, we have one more friendly reminder.
Yes, if you enjoyed this podcast and found it helpful, please subscribe to Mr. Daily Speak English. Give us a big thumbs up by clicking the like button and share this episode with your friends who are also learning English.
Help us spread the word.
And finally, we would love to hear from you in the comments below.
Tell us one thing you've already done today and one thing you haven't done yet but plan to do.
We love reading your comments and seeing how you are using what you've learned. It really makes our day.
So thank you so much for joining us today on Mr. Daily Speak English.
We hope you had fun and learned something new.
See you next time, everyone. Keep practicing your English.
Bye for now.